Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be finishing off this little Bowie knife. It's based on the Bear & Sons mini Bowie, and I'm going to be finishing it off in this video. I still need to heat treat it. I'm going to remove the pins. I'm going to heat treat it again because it was a bit, when I annealed it I made it a bit too soft. So I'm going to harden it again, and then I'm going to glue up the scales, clean them up and attempt to make them look like ivory. So that's what I'm going to do today. For quenching I'm just using vegetable oil because I don't have any proper like quenching oil at the minute, and oil's oil in it really, so yeah. If you can see that or not. Oh, you can see that. And now into the oil. There we go. This is the knife after heat treatment. There was some scale on there, but took some wet and dry sandpaper to it and it came off quite nice. I'm going to leave a few imperfections on there because I quite like that. I've roughed up the handle a little bit and I put more holes on the inside of the handle scales so the epoxy can go in and make a stronger bond. I'm going to put a dab of super glue on the guard just to hold it in place because it's slightly loose, but the maker's marks come out quite nice. Right, I'm just getting some wet and dry sandpaper, and I'll be using strips of it to go over the handle like that. I've got some water down here. Need a bit more water for it. Now this plastic I'm using for the handles is a very strong industrial plastic. I don't really know what you'd compare it to really, but the wet and dry make quick work of it. After the wet and dry, it's not perfect, but it's my first attempt at using this type of plastic, so I didn't know how it was going to react with sanding and on the grinder, but it turns out pretty good, so I'm quite happy with it really. You can see the pins, and it's the wet and dry has made it pretty smooth, and it's quite a comfortable little knife really. I'm working on this sheath for the mini Bowie knife. I've already cut out my pieces. I already made a pattern and then cut it out. I'm going to be using 4 pieces for it. The main piece, which is the back, and the belt loop, which will be folded over and sewn on the back. I've got the welt, got the front piece, and I've got the strap that needs to be cut down and sewed or riveted. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but it'll go like that. And obviously I'm going to put some detailing on the front, put the strap, and then put the button stud there, and it should come together quite nicely. Before I start staining and marking out all the holes and stuff, I'm going to take off these bird edges that you get from cutting it. I probably will find a better way of cutting leather, but at the meantime I'm just using a Stanley knife because it's the best option, but it always leaves these little burrs on the leather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little blowtorch and I'm gonna lightly, not try and burn it or set fire to it, but lightly take off the burrs. I'll show you. And you can see it's taken off the burrs. There's before, see the little burrs. There's after. Looks smooth, and if there is any burn marks, the stain will cover that. The mini Bowie is finished. I just finished putting a coat of beeswax on it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's not perfect. The stain didn't, well, that's my fault. I put some wax on first and tried to stain it again. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. I quite like the basket weave stamping and the little shells. I think it turned out really nice actually. And the back, I made a mistake as well. I should have put the outside of the leather facing that way, but you live and you learn. But the fit is quite nice, and I'm very happy with how the blade itself turned out. So yeah, I'm quite proud of that. I also wanted to say thank you to 15 subscribers. That's a good milestone. I didn't think I'd get 15 this quickly, but yeah, thanks very much. And I do plan on doing a giveaway at some point. Maybe when if I hit 20 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. Maybe this little knife, or I've got a few others that I could happily give away. So that's in a pipeline. Thanks very much for watching.